46 local high schools compete in a tournament of knowledge for a trip to Europe on this year's hottest game show, Bay Area Quiz Kids. Brought to you by SBC, Oracle, the San Mateo Credit Union, and Samtrans. And now, the best host on the West Coast, the one, the only, Brad Friedman.
Thank you. Welcome to Quiz Kids. You know, we are winding down our second round of play. Only 2 more games before we pick the top 12 teams of the season. And we have the last 4 teams to present to you this week. And next, over here, we've got the Menlo Atherton Bears. And they're taking on the Pescadero High School Vikings. So let us begin right away with the collaboration round. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our game. As you recall, in this first round, you'll be playing as a team. I have a series of 10-point questions in my hand. I'll ask your team a question, give you a few seconds to collaborate, and then ask Benj or Krista, your captain, to give me the answer. Give me the right answer, you score the points. Give me an incorrect answer, however, the other team will get a chance to collaborate and steal those points away from you. We'll go back and forth question by question until the buzzer signals the end of the first round, okay? Good luck to both teams. MA, you get the first question. Created in 1876, it has undergone 22 major revisions, some of which take care of what some believe is a large bias toward Christianity. American literature is 800, world history is 900, and math is 500, within what classification system used in many libraries?
The Dewey Decimal System.
That is right for 10 points. Pescadero, your first question. It was built after the War of 1812, but was unfinished by the time conflict broke out there. What is the South Carolina fort that, after enduring a 5-month siege by General P.G.T. Beauregard, was the site of the first shot fired in the American Civil War?
Fort Sumter.
That's right for 10 points. Next question. In physics, the quantity C sub P used to calculate the amount of energy represents what quantity that for water equals 4.2 joules per gram degree Celsius?
Specific heat.
That is correct for 10 points. Vikings, calculate the value of 9 to the 5/2 power.
6,872.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. You can steal.
243.
That is it for 10 points. You stole it. Perseus received the help of what Greek god of boundaries and travelers that furnished him with an unbreakable sword that he used to turn Medusa into Gorgonzola?
Vulcan.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. You can steal.
Zeus.
No, it was Hermes. He was the god of travelers, also the messenger god. Here's your next question. Paper manufacturers remove lignin from wood and then make white paper by bleaching the remaining pulp with the dioxide compound of what halogen, which may also be added to your swimming pool?
Chlorine.
That's right for 10 points. In standard scientific notation, calculate the value of 175,000 divided by 0.05.
Sorry.
Don't know it? Okay, can you tell me? Krista?
1.75 times 10 to the negative 6th.
No, I'm sorry. It's 3.5 times 10 to the 6th. Next question. NBA great Wilt Chamberlain held the top 4 records for number of points in a single season until 1987, when which NBA great took over the 3rd spot on the list by averaging 37 points per game?
Michael Jordan.
That's right for 10 points. That signals the end of the round. Let's look at the score. We are tied 30-30. That's the way I like to see it at the beginning. Let us come back in a couple of minutes and meet the team members after these words. Thank you for joining us. Why don't you make a plan sometime to join us for real here in the studio audience? All you have to do is call us at 650-637-1936, and we will get you into our studio to see a live taping of a future Quiz Kids show. It's actually a lot of fun. Welcome back, Menlo Atherton Bears and Benj Freed, captain.
Hey.
You just woke up. Yeah, you told me that before, so I'm aware. We're just kind of getting in. You're doing pretty well for someone who's just getting back out of bed, but also pretty well because you just got accepted to Stanford University. So I said, are you going to go? You're like, I haven't said yes. So I'm wondering if you're waiting for a better offer.
I don't know. I'm gonna decide in April.
How many other schools are you waiting to hear from? You don't have to say their names if you don't want to.
Too many.
Too many, lots and lots. Okay, well, good luck on that choice. It's an important one, I know. Tom Kozlowski.
Yes.
Tom, did you know that the winner of the Quiz Kids Championship gets to go on a fabulous trip to Europe, courtesy of our friends at ACIS?
I did know that.
Yeah, but you don't care because this summer you are going on a fabulous trip, win or lose, with your family to Europe.
Yeah.
Sounds like a great trip. Tell us where you're going to go.
Well, we're going to start in England and work our way down to Italy.
Work your way down to Italy.
Yeah.
How long do you think you'll be gone?
A month.
A month. How nice. Staying in luxury hotels along the way?
Yeah.
What should I pack?
Toothbrush.
Wow, I can't believe this. Tom has invited me to join them on the air. Thank you, and thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Kozlowski. All right, I won't hold you to it. Patrick Lugers.
Yes.
Hi, Patrick.
Hi.
Patrick, you have a dream after high school. You know exactly what you want to do.
I want to join the Marine Corps.
And why do you want to join the Marine Corps?
I feel it's something I can excel in, and I believe it's a duty to my country.
Okay.
I believe that something I've always been interested in.
But what about all that beautiful hair?
Well, it's just going to have to go.
Just like that. So easy for you. You young people in your hair.
Yeah.
Well, good luck to you with that. That's a big duty, big responsibility, and I'm sure a great adventure for you. Let's give a big hand to your coach, Sue Caton. And joining us all the way from Pescadero is Krista Simonis, the captain of the Viking team. Last time we spoke, you were going to run for governor in a very special program.
Yeah, a youth program about government in California, and so I was going to run for governor, and I ran, only I didn't run much of a campaign, so I lost. But I had people coming up to me telling me I did a pretty good job, so that was good.
So let me just give you a tip. If you're running a campaign for governor, you either have to do lots of signs and lots of door-to-door or make a lot of movies. It's your choice, but you got to do something or people won't vote for you. Okay? Next time.
Yes, definitely.
Liz Crane.
Hi.
One of the cool things that happens at Pescadero High School is you do a junior project, and you guys have some interesting projects lined up. Yours sounded very interesting because it's a hot topic today. Domestic spying.
Right, something I've been interested in since I did some papers in a history class, and I wanted to kind of compare them to the situation now.
You're just starting the project, but do you have an idea sort of where you're going to go with that?
I think I'm basically going to talk about lawsuits and what people have to say about like how they feel about being spied on. Like, for example, the ACLU and versus the NSA. I think it would be really interesting to find out why people...
This is going to be going all the way up to the Supreme Court, so it'll be in the news all the time. You'll have a lot of material. Good luck to you with that. Stuart Wong.
Howdy.
Howdy. This is a man who lives on a horse farm, so he says howdy, except that he doesn't like horses. You also are modeling the new Pescadero High School t-shirt. Do you want to show us the back of that? I feel this is sort of sad. It says, what does it say? I didn't know Pescadero had a high school. That's so sweet.
Yeah, we're pretty small.
And you're doing a junior project on the human psyche and its propensity for violence.
Yes, I am.
What got you turned on to that idea?
When I went and I saw Hostel.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
How could you sit through that film with the eyeballs falling out in the hole?
I kind of just ate popcorn and tried not to think about it.
I'd be hiding behind my popcorn. Let's give a big hand to your coach, Maynard Robinson. And the man you'd most like to be in a violent hostel with, our judge, Mr. Frank Saboti. Frank, I hope that didn't sound too hostile. Ha ha, okay. We'll be right back to play the lightning round after these words. Let's play the lightning round. And it goes like this. You put your hands on the buzzer. I ask the question, which is also worth 10 points. The first person to buzz in gets to answer for their team. If you give me the right answer, of course, you will score those points. If you give me the wrong answer, however, the other team gets to collaborate and possibly steal those points away. If you buzz in before I complete the question, you will have to answer with the information you've been given. And if you give me the wrong answer, I will complete the question for the other team. Okay? It is 30-30. Good luck to both teams. And here's the first question. It concerns a prince named Siegfried who loves Odette, who each morning is turned into the title creature by the evil sorcerer von Roth. Yes, Benj.
Swan Lake.
That is right. The second sequel to this movie is currently called Tokyo Drift and will be set in Japan and will not feature either Vin Diesel or Paul Walker. Okay. I'm going to ask Tom for the answer.
The Fast and the Furious.
That is right. We have a little problem with our buzzer. Along its periphery are the bays of Love, Harmony, Honor, and Roughness. What is this lunar sea that also contains the Aldrin, Collins, and Armstrong craters not far from the... Yes, Tom.
The Sea of Tranquility.
And by magic, it's come back. That is correct. Maybe Vin Diesel is angry at not being in that film. Recently, Pope Benedict XVI issued Deus Caritas Est, or God is Love, the first of what kind of papal letter to be published during his reign? I don't hear Tom going boom, 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 so I'll say an encyclical. Since the 16th century, it has stayed marginally independent until it became a British protectorate in 1899. It then achieved independence from Britain, but much to the dismay of Iraq. What is the state on the Persian Gulf that was... Yes, Tom.
Jordan.
No. What is the state on the Persian Gulf that was invaded by Iraq in 1990?
Iran?
Oh, I get to answer.
She gets to answer.
Kuwait.
What do you say, Judge? The judge, she said no, she was mad at him. The judge says yes, we'll accept that, okay. But listen to your captain. Next time, no way.
We're running out of time.
The phrase, keeping up with the Joneses, actually referred to her family, and it was her insight into the privileged classes that inspired the House of Mirth. Who was this American author whose novel, The Age of Innocence, won her the 1921 Pulitzer Prize? We don't read her much right now. Edith Wharton. It has practical importance because it influences the high-frequency radio propagation to distant parts of the world. What is this layer of the Earth's atmosphere so named because of the charged particles that exist there? Patrick.
Ozone layer?
No, I'm sorry. You can steal.
Stratosphere.
Stratosphere?
The ionosphere, like ions. The story of his rapid weight loss was first reported in the Indiana Daily Student, and then the Associated Press and Men's Health noticed him. Tom.
Jared, the subway guy.
I will accept that. Jared Fogle, the subway guy, yes. Fame is such a fleeting thing. 2 answers needed. A bridge memorializing these 2 ships is part of Interstate 664 and helps to connect the cities of Norfolk and Hampton. What 2 ironclad vessels? There you go, Patrick.
Merrimack and the Monitor.
That's right. It was originally published serially in a newspaper and was a neat lampoon of political double talk. What was this 1911 composition by Ambrose Bierce full of sarcastic definitions? It's called The Devil's Dictionary. Its existence was first recorded in 1405 in Poland and later appeared in an official decree of Empress Catherine the Great, regulating its distilleries. What is this beverage, typically distilled from potatoes, that comes... Yes, Patrick.
Vodka.
That's right. This company's Blu-ray disc format was created to compete... Tom.
Sony.
Right. Dr. Aziz is arrested for sexual assault but acquitted after the charges made by Adela Quested turn out to be false. This is the main plot of what novel by British author E.M. Forster? Might have been friends with Edith Wharton, I'm not sure. A Passage to India. During college football season, he can usually be found on the sidelines at Cal games motivating the team. Yes, Tom.
Oski the Bear.
No. Who is this musician and producer who, besides having dated Courtney Cox, Jennifer Aniston, and Monica Potter, sings lead for the Counting Crows?
David something?
Sort of. Adam something. Adam Duritz. That's the end of the rounds. Look at the score. Pescadero has 40. Menlo Atherton's in the lead with 100 points. We will return when the point values are double. Don't go away. Let's play the Extreme Lightning Round. Point values are doubled. Play stays the same. Good luck, both teams. Here we go. Its CEO, Scott McNeely, believes it will benefit greatly from offering its Unix-based operating system to the open source community. Tom.
Sun Microsystem.
That's right. It recently announced profits of $23.5 billion, the most ever for a company in the Netherlands or Britain. What is this energy company? Yes, Krista.
Shell?
That is correct. The character of Emmanuel Goldstein in the novel 1984 seems to be based on him, and so is the pig Snowball in Orwell's Animal Farm. Who was this Bolshevik and Marxist theorist who, following a power struggle with Stalin, was assassinated in Mexico? Tom.
Tolstoy.
No. You can steal.
Trotsky?
That is correct. The equivalent term used by botanists is division, but this taxon is taken from a Greek term for the clan-based voting groups in the ancient city-states. What is this classification of life that falls beneath kingdom and above class? Benj.
Phylum.
Right. The term was coined by O. Henry specifically to refer to Honduras, but generally refers to any corrupt regime with foreign... Yes, Tom.
Banana Republic.
That is right. Famous dishes that originated here are coq au vin and a beef dish named for this region. What is this part of France that also shares its name with a shade of dark red? Patrick.
Burgundy.
Correct. As a compound with chloride, it is found in deodorant, and since 1982, it's been the primary metal used to make pennies. What is this moderately reactive transition metal that is used in calamine lotion, as well as in throat lozenges as a cold remedy? Tom.
Zinc.
Yeah, and it's gross, let me tell you. When Galileo was condemned by the church in 1633, this contemporary abandoned plans to publish his treatise on the world, but that didn't stop the church from putting the rest of his works on the Index of Forbidden Books. Who is this French philosopher and mathematician who thought, therefore he was? Patrick.
Descartes.
I'm sorry?
Descartes.
It's Descartes, you are right. Its author described the novel's style as anti-poetic, as she glorified elements typically viewed as mundane and ugly. What is this novel by Sandra Cisneros that deals with the coming of age of Esperanza? Tom.
The House on Mango Street.
Correct. He was the very last player drafted in 1988, probably done by Tommy Lasorda as a favor. With his 352nd home run, what all-star surpassed Carlton Fisk for the most? Yes, Tom.
Mike Piazza.
That is right. From the French word for to stick, it was invented by Picasso with his 1912 still life with chair caning, in which he pasted a patch of oilcloth on the canvas. What is this kind of artistic work which might include clippings, ribbons, or bits of colored Yes, Krista.
Collage.
You're right. One of its stars, Adam Savage, describes it as Jackass meets Mr. Wizard, and many episodes are filmed in San Francisco. Patrick.
Mythbusters.
Correct. After Lon Nol deposed Prince Sihanouk, they began to garner more support nationally, and by 1973, exercised de facto control over most of the country. What communist organization of Cambodia captured the capital? Yes, Patrick.
Khmer Rouge.
Yes, you're right. His first adventure will be remade into a movie scheduled for release. Krista.
Curious George.
No, I'm sorry, although that is true. His first adventure will finally be remade into a movie scheduled for release this year starring Daniel Craig. Craig will succeed George Lazenby, Timothy Dalton. You don't have to do that.
You don't have to. That's Patrick.
You want to just say it?
Yeah, James.
James Bond.
That's right. Though rarely called on the offense in college, it is a 15-yard. Yeah, Tom.
Pass interference.
That is right. Most sources credit its composition to Daniel Decatur Emmett, a minstrel show performer sometime in the 1850s. What song was adopted as the anthem for the Confederacy in which the narrator wishes he was in the land of cotton? Tom.
Dixieland.
That is incorrect. You can steal.
Song of the South.
No, it's just called Dixie. My judge says that you need to accept just Dixie, okay? It began in 1867 when Mutsuhito succeeded his father Komei as emperor and immediately shifted the capital from Kyoto to Tokyo. What was this period that brought the 265-year Tokugawa? Yes, Patrick.
Meiji Restoration.
That is correct. That is the end of the game. Let's look at the score. Pescadero has 100. Menlo wins the game with 360 points. Thank you, Vikings, for being with us. We wish you a great school year. And we will see you guys in our third round in just a few weeks. Join us next week for our wild card match. Bye-bye.
The following underwriters helped to make this program possible: SBC, the San Mateo Credit Union, Oracle, and Samtrans. Tournament champions will win an all-expense-paid trip to Europe, courtesy of ACIS. Additional support provided by these Bay Area newspapers: the Burlingame Scottish Rite of Freemasonry and the Knights Templar.